Thai and Malaysian student performances in international tests have lagged far behind those in developed countries at both the top levels of performance and lower than average scores, according to reports of PISA 2009 and PISA 2009 Plus, and Trends in International Mathematics and Science Study in 2007. PISA is the Program for International Students Assessment. As a result, best practices of good teaching conducted by teachers in both countries were presented recently to inspire other teachers and agencies to change their teaching to strengthen students' academic performance. Thailand has joined the PISA 2009 and Malaysia PISA 2009 Plus, which administered the same assessments as their PISA 2009 counterparts. The only difference being that the assessments were administered in 2010. Thailand and Malaysia are now going different ways in an attempt to lift their students' achievements, searching for best practices in teaching and learning, then sharing the practices to inspire each other for teaching and learning improvement could be a solution to the problem. Many best practices of Thai and Malaysian teachers about math, science, and languages, especially English, were presented at the 4th Thailand-Malaysia Joint Educational Research Conference. It was hosted by the Office of the Education Council, or OEC, last week in Chiang Mai, under the theme Research-Driven Education Reforms, Raising the Quality of Teaching and Learning Towards International Standards, attended by 150 Thai and Malaysian policymakers, practitioners, and teachers.
What I concern is about the classroom research. That's why that action research is more important for the school. And then I think we can share, that the teachers involved in the seminar can share each other about what is the best practice in Thailand and in Malaysia.
An action research project by Malaysia called Reflective Practice Teacher Learning Community among Year 1 mathematics teachers was a good example of teaching improvement among teacher communities. The research presenter Zulkifli bin Saleh said 14 female teachers from 7 schools joined the lesson study, which was a form of professional development program where teachers collaboratively planned, implemented, made observations and reflected on a lesson. Zulkifli said lessons were videotaped and discussions held after they watched the lessons. It enabled teachers to plan and conduct their teaching for the better understanding of students. Classroom research projects by Thai researchers about science and math literacy were also presented. They included use of the Japanese abacus to improve 4th grade pupils' mathematical skills and learning about environmental and natural resources of mangrove forests in Samut Songkhram province through junior science projects. Policy research papers were also presented to offer ideas to representatives from several agencies from both countries.
And then from this seminar, what I can see that we have a policy paper, right? We have the policy paper about two from Malaysia and 2 from Thailand. It's correct. So maybe that for that policy, for another seminar, maybe we can look at the follow through. What happened to that seminar, that policy paper? Is it action taken by the government or by the school or by the teachers? Because the policy paper is very important. So how is it? We have any action about that policy what we state from the Thailand, and maybe we can share for next year. Maybe we can look up the follow up and follow through about that policy that what you mentioned.
Anek Phomwong Seni, Secretary General of OEC, urged Thai researchers to conduct more research projects that help discover how to make use of technology to enhance teaching and learning properly, so students can learn anytime and anywhere. He wants to improve instructional media so that those in remote areas have an opportunity to learn from excellent teachers like those in Bangkok, and technology is the answer to this. วรรณภา ขาวพา The Nation's Report